Good evening, everyone. It's Monday night, it's streaming night, so good evening to you all, and to those of you watching this on recorded or YouTube video, hello to you and thank you for watching. 8 PM UK time. Those of you who maybe popped by last week and thought there was something wrong, no, there wasn't anything wrong. I did the Christmas stream, the Christmas party stream for us all on the Sunday before that, so I didn't do the Monday stream, so back to normal tonight and from this week on. I will point out at this point early on, I will say that as of next week the schedule is to be returning to the Elite RPG, Elite Encounters updates at 8 o'clock, and then doing these streams from 1:15, so just be aware of that. That's looking likely that's going to happen at the moment, barring things going on, and there have been a hell of a lot of things going on this last couple of weeks. PlayPay, hello, thank you for the stream, and welcome to the stream as well. Thank you for the host, I meant not thank you for the stream. Although yeah, thank you for the stream, because we all love it when you stream, even me who never watches you, so yeah, sorry about that, it's not deliberate. Okay, so I'm going to put the music on over the top of this weird music that I can't switch off in Horizons, and continue with what has been exploration-tastic. During the week I've done I think it's three streams exploring, so I have bought myself an Asp and I've gone out Asp-loring. So turns out not as an original idea as I thought, because yet again I really should start watching other people's streams, because it would seem that pretty much everybody who I sort of like and respect as streamers have decided to go and do the same thing. Mad Dog's off to the right of the Galactic Hub, and if I heard things rightly today, Fiery Toad's gone off to the left. Some other guy that was on Mad Dog's chat has gone off to the left as well, basically taking the same route that I'm taking. So I don't know what's going on, but oh, excuse me, pardon me. Everyone seems to have gone on to the let's go exploring thing at the moment, so maybe post Christmas it's a bit stressful, everybody wants a bit of a chill out session, so exploration is the chilly part of the game. So Edarin, hello mate, welcome to the stream as always. Open comms panel.
Comms.
Let's see what's going on there. What's that message? Dark Star 1. Oh, hype. Ah yes, hype. I remember hype. Yeah, alright, we'll let him be a friend. Close comms panel.
Comms closed.
Yeah, no it isn't. Right, so yes. Lights on.
Lights on.
We are on a planet. Everyone I've finished, I've actually tried to finish on a planet. Much to my detriment, because if you look at my my screen there, my hull is at 68%. Because I had a bit of an accident. I forgot that the ground can come up to you as well as you coming down to it, and I was down thrusting to the surface and left my finger on the button a little bit too long, so it thrust me into the ground, into an outcrop, and I lost a hell of a lot of hull from that, so I'm not pleased. And I've no way of getting it fixed, because although I've brought a module repair, I can't seem to repair the actual hull. So I'm not entirely sure what to do about that. I'm not pleased about floating around the rest of the galaxy with 68% hull, but I suppose as long as my canopy's okay. So anyway, I think we need to plot where we're going next, don't we? So I'm going to take a bit of a different direction, because I was going on a straight line sort of round a particular way, but I'm going to take a bit of a detour. I'm going to take a dog leg off, so we'll have a look around. Galaxy map. Open galaxy map. Verity. Okay, voice attack isn't working. Verity. Verity.
Yes.
Open galaxy map.
Displaying map.
Dear me, you just can't get the staff. So this is where I am. There's home. I was sort of heading in a straight line that way, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just a bit more of a detour. I'm going to go that way. Oops, a bit far. That's about right. There we go. Is there anything else I have to do at this point? No. Raise landing gear.
Gear coming up.
Engage super cruise.
Preparing for cruise. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Carsini! Hello mate, how are you doing? One thing that was quite nice about this planet was that it was actually nearly 1G. It was 0.91G on the surface, which was nice because I actually got to drive a buggy around actually feeling what gravity was like, and it handles really well in proper gravity. Like, it handles like a car in proper gravity. It actually sticks to the ground and does quite a good job of steering when you want where you want it to steer rather than where it wants to go. So I quite enjoyed that, I have to say. Jump.
Jumping.
Eating food. Always good. Always good. Something I haven't really done much of today is eat. I haven't eaten at all, really. 2 packets of crisps for my lunch.
2, 1.
And that's been about it.
Fuel scooping.
Open system map.
System cartography.
Damn it. Close system map.
Closing map. Fuel scooping complete.
Open system map.
System map.
Oh, looks like Spaggers has had a pretty good look around here. They're all bog standard worlds, really, aren't they? Closed system map.
Closing map. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Jump.
Frameshift drive engaging.
So what's my plan for this exploration trip, you may ask? Well, you may ask. Basically, the plan, such as it is pretty much the same as it was last time when I headed out to the nebula. But rather than going to a specific place, I'm just heading out, see what there is. And essentially I'm after some money, so I'm looking for any decent amount of planets in a system that haven't been explored before. I will go explore them. If I find any Earthlikes, then so much the better. And just see what I can find. See how much money I can make, see how many things I can stake my claim to, how many things I can pay on if I'm doing it Mad Dog's way. Open system map.
System cartography.
Well, it's completely unexplored, so I'm going to write my name all over this one. Let's see how far we've got to go. Oh, that's not too bad actually. Quite a closely knit little system. Not much of interest in it, but not a bad little system. If I'm pleased by the stuff I'm getting here, then imagine what I'm going to be like. Hey Stephen Curry, how you doing? Thank you for popping by.
Disengaged.
Ooh, lucky you, Garzini. Oh, ha ha ha. Very droll, sir, very droll. No, I didn't, Steve. But then I haven't actually checked my Twitch messages. It must have come in as an other message. Sorry, yes, I'll go check shortly. Well, I'll tell you what, since I'm in the middle of unexplored space and no one's going to kill the ass off me, I'll go and have a look now. Twitch messages. Kagaris, I had that Bulgarian. Nothing since November 28th, so let's check in other. And lo and behold, Stephen Curry, December 14th, screenshots. Google Drive account, awesome. Okay, yep, they look cool. That's great. Yep, definitely. Thank you, mate. I'll get down to download them at some point in the future. Let me have a squiz. I'm gonna have to do this as a right-click download shit, aren't I? Yeah, I'm gonna have to download them all manually, aren't I? Cool, I'll get on with that at some point, but not right now. Thank you, I'll keep hold of that link, don't delete him. Cool, thank you very much for that, mate, appreciate it. Right, I'll start driving off again. I've been a bit ridiculously crap at trying to upload my exploits onto YouTube this last week or so. Christmas and New Year and all the things in between have just kind of thrown my scheduling off. When I get in front of a computer, you know what I've been doing? I'll be honest with you, mate, you know what I've been doing? I've been playing games. I have been playing either this, or I've been playing Star Wars Battlefront, or I've been playing Lego Star Wars Completed Saga. I've had kind of a week off pretty much every kind of work you can imagine. And I defend my right to do that, and I stand by my decision. Oh. So I just need to put the ringer on for my phone, so that just in case the wife gives me a ring, I'll hear it. Put it on low. Indeed, I regret nothing. Quite impressed with the Cytec X52 joystick. It's a very nice joystick, really feels nice and really responsive and really programmable and smooth and nice. And the bit where the MFD is exactly the right size to house my phone. So I can put my phone on top of that, and it fits really nice, and I can still move all the joysticks around. It's great. Almost like it was designed for it. So best Christmas present ever this year, anyway. If there's a problem with the sound, guys, let me know, because I've been mucking about with the sound settings on the computer and in the game. And I've put it onto nighttime mode for the sound, so that all the different sort of background noises are the same level, so everything's kind of flattened out slightly, and a lot of things are louder and a lot of things are quieter, but apparently it's very good for browsing through the system map, because you get various different sounds for different types of system. So if it has affected anything else, let me know, because everything seems to have got a lot louder in my headphone. You know, what was I using previously? I was using the Thrustmaster Hot Ass X before, which my son is now the proud owner of. And it's a very good joystick, very trusty joystick. Did me proud. And I would still recommend it to anyone who's starting out. I would still recommend it to anyone who's got small hands, because the one fault I've got with this joystick is it's big. I have diddy little sausage hands. I have kiddies' hands. They're not really sausage fingers. They're not fat, but you know, they're small hands compared to other men of my acquaintance, which is slightly embarrassing. So the Hot Ass X was good for the small hands. The X52 is nice to play with, but I have to stretch my little podgy little chipolata fingers, cocktail sausage fingers, to reach some of the controls sometimes. Like the throttle, I have no chance of reaching any of the dials. I have to move my hand round a bit to get to the three-way hat, the four-way hat, sorry, that I've set for controlling my thrusters. And I can only just reach the I button and the E button without moving it off completely. And I have to move my hand off the stick to get some of the buttons on the main stick. So a good bit of kit, but if you're a small person with small hands, you probably won't like it all that much. I can't imagine playing this game any other way, Edwin, to be honest. Bye. I've not tried playing this with a controller. Actually, that's possibly a lie. I think I did try it with the controller very, very early on when I had it on the laptop, and I only had a PS2 controller, and I didn't enjoy it overly much. But that being said, it may have just been the fact I didn't have it set up properly. I didn't have it mapped properly, so I was only trying it out. I can't do games like this with a mouse and keyboard. It's just too much. Too much need for fine precision. And I find the joystick is the most precise of the options. The controller's okay, because you've only got a little stick though. Well, I'm not going to say anything about that. But if you're using a little stick, then obviously there's a lot less travel on it, so therefore it's more sensitive. And I find that if you're trying to do fine manoeuvring to dock and things like that, I don't think it's particularly intuitive. But then I think the same about the keyboard and mouse. I think the mouse gives you a very, very fine degree of control, but it's almost too fine. You can very, very easily overreact to things and overcorrect, and if you just happen to move your hand off the mouse and then nudge it a little bit, then you're off in a different direction. So I find it a little bit too precise. But in the middle, you've got the joysticks, the series of joysticks, and they are much, much more effective. And I think you get a very nice, very easily controllable middle ground with the joysticks that you don't get with the other two sorts of controls. So I do like it. I do like them. I like my joysticks. I'm one of those blokes that's always playing with his joystick, and always talking about his joystick as well. So. Some might say I've got a one-track mind. What I'm thinking I might do actually is, I was thinking about just sort of heading out a certain amount of distance and then heading back. But what I may do is I may do a circuit. I may do a circuit of the galaxy. I'm not going to the core. Everyone goes to the core. I'm sick and tired of looking at the core. The amount of SAG-A pictures I've seen posted on Facebook, it's, you know, the place is mapped, you know, there's no point in going there. I've seen it on videos, I've seen it on Twitter, I've seen it on Facebook, I've seen it everywhere. I'm sick of it. Bored. Bored of it now. Bored. So I think I'm going to do a circuit. I might just go all the way around in a big circle, or a jaggedy kind of polygon of some type. Well, Edwin, that's plenty. Voice Attack can probably do the rest of the controls for you, or keyboard, or whatever. It's a good middle ground, again, like I said. This is the last planet in this system that I've not explored, and it is a planetary landing one. So I will fly to this planet and then I'll land on it. I'm not heading anywhere in particular, Stephen. I'm just flying seconds out to the right and straight on till I get bored, basically. As I've just finished saying, I'm just going to go round. I'm going to go clockwise around the galaxy. "24 light years at a time, roughly. If I find anything interesting, I might, or even if the fancy just takes me, I might just pop around for a bit and then just wander around. Greetings, Simmer. How are you doing? Welcome back. Not 0.01
Flight engaged.
Yeah. Whoa. Shit. That came up really quick, didn't it? Luckily, no damage there. First.
Afterburners engaged.
I did 1%. That was lucky. It could have been a hell of a lot worse. So it would seem. First.
Afterburners engaged.
Is there any way I can get this hull repaired without having to go back to a space station? Yeah, it would seem to be. And the biggest danger you've got in planetary exploration is, as I've seen already, is banging up your hull. And you've got everything else. You can fix everything else except your hull. Deploy landing gear.
The gear is down and locked.
Deploy SRV.
Prepping SRV.
Deploy SRV.
Deploying.
Yeah, I mean, I've done a hell of a lot of planetary approaches before, but that's the first one that's caught me like that. I think perhaps the size of the planet may make a difference. I mean, obviously this is a very, very low G world. The lowest one I've been on. The lowest I've been on before this was 0.2. This is 0.04. So it's going to be a hell of a job to travel over it. No. There's why. I have no gravity, therefore I'm skidding about like a bastard. So no, I'm not going to go faster. Yeah, I think crafting instances is going to be a lot of fun. It's a grind, but it's a grind for personal benefit, which is always going to appeal to players like me, who are always out for themselves. No! Naughty, Mike. Naughty. Ow. Oh, the gravity. Deploy cargo scoop. Deploy cargo scoop. Verity.
Yes, Commander.
Deploy cargo scoop. Deploy cargo scoop. Verity.
Yes, Commander.
Hello. Hello. Deploy cargo scoop.
Retracting cargo scoop.
What the fucking... There's my ship, look. It would be quite fun. I'm actually hoping that they do something like that. Not necessarily just the aliens from B5, but just something that isn't Thargoid. Or even Thargoid related. Something completely different and completely unexpected. Completely left field. No, something that isn't insectoid would be nice. I'm all alone. think it'd be nice if they do it as a sort of series of missions that you find signals in. Like it's maybe what they're actually doing now with these unknown artifacts. Because you'd have thought that if these unknown artifacts were Thargoid in origin, that because humanity through the events of First Encounters has met the Thargoid, you'd think they'd know the Thargoid stuff. So I have a sneaking suspicion that these unknown artifacts and all the stuff around that aren't actually Thargoid in origin. They're something else. Okay, that's enough prospecting. Good evening, Bifford. How are you doing, mate? Raise cargo scoop. Retract cargo scoop.
Retracting cargo scoop.
Yay! Well done, Bifford. A wise purchase. She will serve you well. You took down a python and a sidewinder. Jesus. Ah. Cunning. But still, that's knowing how to play the game, isn't it? That's essentially playing the game at itself, so that's very, very good. Also, probably the best tutorial you can ever get for how to do advanced things in a basic ship. Raise landing gear.
Gear coming up.
Why, thank you very much, Bifford. I do try. I shine her up every night. After every stream, when I land, I do don the spacesuit, get the turtle wax out and give her a good polishing. You PvP and sidewinders. Well, yeah. Engage super cruise.
Preparing for cruise.
It's the buzz. The buzz. I keep meaning to put some kind of thing on the screen about that.
2, 1, engage.
Does it go away or is it staying around? Jump.
Frameshift drive engaging.
Is it all the time? Is it on all the time now?
Four, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Okay, let me try the sounds. I did reconfigure the sounds so that I was getting the nighttime audio settings. So let me transfer it back to normal. It's not the music, is it? Can't be the mic. The mic is hasn't changed. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Can't hear it on my copy of the stream. Hello, 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 hello. Can't hear it on my copy of the stream. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, it's definitely interference come from somewhere, yeah. It could be that I've plugged the microphone into the back. Has anybody had it on any other streams that I've done in the last week? I know a couple of you guys have been around, or is it just tonight that it's happening? Just changing a few settings, hang on. See, what you're getting on the stream is what I usually get through my ears the entire time that I stream. Okay, just not a lot else I can really do about it now. So live with it for the time being.
Fuel scooping.
System map.
Closing map. Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scoop disengaged.
The Buzz has a friend. An annoying friend who won't go away. Doesn't know when he's outstayed his welcome. I know the fan on this thing is actually... Is there no sound at all now? No, the video hasn't stopped. The video's going perfectly fine on mine. Oi. No, I think I know where it is. Okay, what I did was I had a microphone. Sorry, not I didn't. Had a headset, an ordinary plug-in headset, and I plugged it in, and it actually bounced the sound. So I've unplugged it completely, so that should at least get the sound back. But I can't do anything about the reverb. It might be the fact that the CPU or one of the fans in the gaming machine is going crazy at the moment. There's been an update at some point, I don't know if it's for the graphics card or for Elite, that after it, the CPU's getting or something, fan-wise, is getting hammered harder than it was before. So comparatively hammered. And I've tried hoovering out the copious amounts of dust in my intake vents. Is there anybody there? Is there anybody there? Yes, there is. So I'm getting sound through my copy of the stream, so it must be fine. You're just all not talking to me now. You could have put the bloody lights off before you went then. Inconsiderate bloody viewers. No music. Music better now? You know, since I used TeamSpeak on the on the Christmas party stream, it's actually blown my sound out completely. Everything seems to be kind of screwy. Still no music. I think his music is very soft anyway. Normally it's quite quiet music that I'll play. Everything's just gone totally tits up. How's that? Is that any better? No. And I don't intend to either. Jump.
Jumping.
There's no in my luck I'll try that and I'll overheat and drop.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
See, my game sounds are totally dead now. Everything else drowns it out completely. Okay, I'm gonna have to get that banana sweet thing that Psycho's been telling me about. Open system map.
System cartography.
Yeah, the voice meter. Jump.
Ranger's drive engaging.
Open system map.
System map.
Well, the music is extremely loud at my end.
Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Sorry, I'm mucking about. Okay. I've mixed up some of the settings. Let me know if that's any better or any different. I've turned down the gain on the microphone a little bit through OBS, and I've turned up the desktop sounds. So everything should be a little bit louder now. Ship sounds and music should be louder. I hate all this audio bollocks. I just seem to get it set up and then something comes along and buggers up all the settings. Me, I need sound. One minute you're telling me that I should speak, and the next minute you're telling me I shouldn't. I don't get you guys. You're just inconsistent. Some of them almost think you're actually all completely independent people and not just figments of my imagination. I don't know why I'm wasting my time with this system. There's nothing important in it. I thought there might have been a water world there, but it's not. Apologies for all that swinging around there. Erasmus Talbot from the soundtrack. The frame shift sweet second movement. Kind of kicking myself over a couple of things that I saw while I was on my way to this point. I actually saw salvageable wreckage in a system 500 light years away from civilized space. And I also found a distress call. And I didn't bother to investigate either of them. And then suddenly, after both of them flew past, I suddenly thought, wait a minute, I'm exploring, I'm nowhere near where there should be this kind of stuff. Why the hell? God damn it. So definitely pirates to this far out.
Fuel scooping.
Open system map.
System cartography.
Nope, all explored.
Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Okay, Adrian, you take care, mate. Thank you for popping by again. Thank you for your regular companionship. And have a nice night. Jump.
Engaging jump drive.
Good night to you, everyone. Take care, mate. Open system map.
System map. Fuel scooping complete.
Nope, all explored.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Jump.
Engaging jump. Fuel scooping.
Open system map.
System cartography. Fuel scooping complete.
No, unexplored. Fine. I'll explore this one then. Open left panel. Open left panel. Go. Close left panel. Close left panel. Close left panel.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Jump.
Jumping.
Oops. I have no idea, Garzini. I have no idea you were even fixing a tablet. Oh, you know what? Half the reason why I'm struggling to talk tonight, I'm absolutely shattered. First day back at work after a week and a half, and I'm actually sitting here, I'm actually falling asleep. My eyes are drifting closed as I am drifting towards planets. Loop of shame! You know, I may actually draw this to a close early tonight, so I'm not talking much, and this is perhaps relaxing me a little too much this evening. And it's not going to be early anyway. I mean, I'm going to try and get an hour worth of perhaps a bit of rest at least, rest my eyes, and then I've got a conversation to have with Mr. Colin Ford later on regarding some miniature stuff, RPG stuff, miniatures game stuff, rules, all that kind of stuff. My week or so, my month off from the RPG stuff has actually ended up being the more productive, one of the more productive months, because I believe we actually between the two of us have actually almost worked out a fairly good miniature system. Really, Garzini? Really? Well, I've just said, Bifford, I've just said how it's going. Literally just said it. Yeah, I was kind of interested. It wasn't a deliberate thing though, that's the thing. It wasn't a planned thing. It wasn't take some time off and then work on the RPG. Just not telling when I was doing it, which is kind of what I actually thought about doing that one point, because then the pressure's slightly less, isn't it? But no, it was just the day after I said I was taking some time off, I got an email from Colin asking if we could have a bit of a collaboration and trying to get the miniatures rules to a state where his ideas and my ideas would kind of work off each other and hopefully get one unified kind of system. Well, Bifford, I must have been saying it before. I actually think there was about a good fair sort of 15, 20, 25 seconds between me talking about the RPG and you posting it on there. It was like I mentioned it. I think I said the initials RPG and you went, "Oh, how's the RPG?" I don't know if you stopped listening at that point. So I take it now you know how the RPG is going. I don't have to tell you again. In that case, fine. If not, fine. What was I saying? Yeah, just the day after, literally the day after I said I was going to be taking time off, Colin sends me an email and says that he'd been trying to get the Fantasy Flight Games to allow him to use their rules for an Elite game. So trying to get a license from them to use their systems and build a similar miniatures game around Elite as to what they've done around Star Wars and Star Trek and various different other things. But they've essentially told them to fuck off. So basically what we wanted to do was I'd mentioned sometime before about whether we could collaborate on rules or collaborate on some of the concepts so that we could have a unified set of miniatures that would be useful for the RPG's Starship Combat rules and his miniatures game, so keep a similar idea. and he said, well, no, because he was wanting to stick to the FFG system and there wouldn't be much of a similarity. And then, of course, FFG told him to bugger off. And after a couple of weeks of thinking, he sort of revisited the idea that we could collaborate, and we've been talking about it ever since. And we think after firing 3 different versions of a document back and forward, we actually might be on to a winner. We may actually have a unified set of miniatures rules that could run as a standalone miniatures game and run as part of the RPG's visualization. So it's pretty cool. I'm pretty pleased with that. How's the coherency in the book going? Ready to send me a final draft? Well, no, because it hasn't moved at all. I don't know if you've been keeping up with the updates, Bifford, but I have been struggling to get any time to work on the book. And even when I do sit in front of a computer, I'm struggling to actually get 2 words placed next to each other that make any sense. Hence why I took a month off. So no, not a lot of movement has been made in the last, say, 3, maybe 4 months. Final draft's nowhere near yet. Although, having said that, I am looking at actually setting a deadline for this stuff now, because I think I'm getting pretty close. I just need to get some unified time. If I can get the time to work on this book, I'm going to set myself a deadline, and I'm going to try and hit that deadline. So I mean, it's almost there. I mean, the content, the main bulk of the content isn't changing at all. There are little tweaks and nudges need to get done in various different areas, but they're not major changes. So I'm hoping that one big blitz read through, if I can get a fairly decent amount of time together to do it, then I'm looking at hopefully being able to get some decent progress made in the next couple of months, and all of that will go towards getting that getting to a point of completion. So I'm hoping that now I'm fairly settled in at work, I'm hoping that things have gone okay as far as that, as far as my probation is concerned, because I'm now past my probation period and into working, but no one said anything about it yet. So I'm taking that as a good sign. I don't know whether I should or not. Having said that, I'll probably get my update on Thursday with my 1-to-1 and get told, nah, you shit, fuck off. Which would be bad. Which would mean that the RPG work would probably stop while I go job hunting. Yeah, good point, Bifford. Good point. Privileges could help with that. But I need to get it to a position where I feel in my head that there's don't congratulate me yet, Bifford. Like I said, I don't know as of yet. No one's actually said yay or nay. My 1-to-1 with the boss's boss went really well. He said that I was fitting in quite well and I was doing okay, so that's a positive sign. And the 1-to-1s I've had with my boss are all fairly positive, but to be honest, I'm still in learning mode. I'm not really in actual working mode yet, and that's what's worrying me. But we'll see. Anyway, might be a good thing. Maybe I'll get sacked, and I'll just sign on and claim dole for a few months, and then just work on the RPG all the time. Wouldn't that be lovely? But no, as I said, to sort of finalise that, the miniatures rules have been the big stumbling block over the last few weeks, few months. And if I can get them linked, if I can get on top of that and get that finalised, get that underlined, the standalone miniatures combat visualisation stuff is kind of the sub part of the game. It's like a sub game within the game, if you like. And once that's done, then I can backwards engineer that, reverse engineer that into the. Yeah, Simmer, feel free. Chuck a friend request in. I pretty much exclusively fly in my private group. Alright, loop of shame. Loop of shame! So once you've chucked a friend request, then you'll probably have to join the group as well if you want to fly with me. Not a big fan of open, I'm afraid. One reason being you can't take full resolution photos. Selezen Lake. Open right panel. There you go. Close right panel. Yeah, believe it or not, when I'm not streaming, I actually generally very rarely do that loop. I only tend to get distracted when I'm talking to people. So yeah, backwards engineered the miniatures rules into a coherent narrative version, which shouldn't be that hard, because to be honest, Colin and I have come up with a very, very close compromise to what I was using anyway. So other than a few stats and a few different things, it's not all that different from what I've already got. So it should integrate into the narrative side of things quite easily. Just a little bit of rewriting and a bit of stat juggling. And it actually works a lot better as far as the combat model goes as well. So I'm actually wondering whether some of the concepts that have been put into the miniatures rules might filter down through the RPG's main rules as well, because obviously the goal for most of it is to try and keep a kind of consistent feel to the rules. So yeah, that may work quite well. So I'm going to see how that goes, but I think that once that's done, that will then be the combat rules, the space rules, the ship rules, the vehicle rules, and everything all kind of rolled up into one thing. Then just make sure I put all the dressing around it, make sure that it's consistent through different vehicle types, and there we go, and that's it done. So that's not a lot of work to do as far as my brain is considering it now, to filter it down through. Otherwise it's going to get too complex again, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. And that's what Colin's been a great help. He's been a big help in trying to maintain the simplicity. Although his system will differ slightly from mine, in that he's going to have a lot of tokens and things that are going to sit on bases and things like that, whereas mine is all going to be ship sheet based, so sheets full of stats basically. Open comms panel.
Communications.
Will I be streaming playtesting of the mini rules? More than likely, yes. If I can find a decent method of doing it. I'm not entirely sure that Roll20 is going to cope with what's getting done. So the intent is, yes, I will stream it. If I have to stream it with a camera on a tripod pointing at a table full of miniatures, then I will do it that way. I'll try that again, look. and I've streamed everything else, so my intent had been to playtest a very, very early simple version of the miniatures rules that I had in October. I was going to playtest it at Fantastical. I had all the ship sheets printed out, I had counters printed out, I had ship cards printed out, and then I lost the ship counter sheet. Couldn't find it anywhere. Just missed it. What's that about? H for RD Drazy for those who don't have money for Streambot. Salt. Not sure if that's a spam bot or if it's an actual person being a spam bot. Death. Loop of shame. Definitely a shame after 4 in a bloody row. So yeah, I'm quite positive at the moment about the RPG and where it's going, because tonight's conversation, hopefully, with Colin's going to wrap up the sort of differences and hopefully set the RPG miniatures side of things in stone. So, big hopes there. And then we're ready to jump. 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 Jump.
Jumping.
Yeah, so we're ready to go with that, hopefully. You'll all find out on the 11th when I do a big update about it.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
But not tonight. Oh yeah, the conversation I'm going to have with Colin's going to be later on tonight. We have spoke every Monday other than last Monday for the last month, as well as firing various emails and Skype messages across
Fuel
the stuff.
scooping.
Open system map.
System map. Fuel scooping complete.
You know, the money for gas hunts is quite good, so it's maybe worth actually giving this one a scan. No, not the arse.
Fuel skip disengaged.
Jump.
Charging frameshift drive. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping.
$50. Open system map.
System map. Fuel scooping complete.
Close system map.
Closing.
See, I don't know. No, I'm not gonna.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jump. Jump.
Preparing for jump. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping.
System map.
System cartography.
Close system map.
Closing map. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Jump.
Jumping. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
system map.
System fuel scoop complete.
Close system map.
Closing map. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Jump.
Engaging jump drive.
The Grand Tour of Sol is complete. Well, the Grand Tour of Jovian is complete.
Fuel scooping.
Open system map.
System map. Fuel scooping complete.
Oh, no Earthlikes here, but it is completely landable. I believe that's a gas giant of some type. Let's explore this one. Right, I'm going to explore this system and then I'm going to land on that last planet and call it a night there. It should take about the right amount of time to do that, so I'm standing up because my bottom hurts. Apologies for all that. Yes, Simmer, if you want to join my group, the group has the same name as me, so it's the Selezen Lake group. Missed it again, didn't I? The fact I'm getting a little bit punchy is making me wonder whether I should worry about landing it tonight. I might just leave it in space. Yay! Well done, Stephen. Gas chat with water-based what? System map.
Closing map.
Water-based life. That's going to be worth a pretty penny. Yeah, Bifford, but the thing is, Ant and Deck outstrip anyone else. So if you've got something you hate with something you like, or well, if you've got something you hate with Ant and Deck anywhere near it, then yeah. Open comms panel.
Communications.
Yes, I'll be your friend. Close comms panel.
Comms closed.
Work that one out now. Ant and Deck rock. Ant and Deck have always been awesome. Ant and Deck are just the best presenters on TV today. Did you? Let's have a look then, shall we? Friends and private groups. Your group. Ah, ooh, look, people. Wow. There you go. Yay, well done, Garzini. No, but hopefully soon, because it's one of those things that's just sorely missing and just is annoying. But before that, I want the game to remember your route. I'm sick of having to replot my route in every time. I mean, it's the 34th century, we should be able to remember a plotted route. Yeah, even so. Ridiculous that it can't do that. I hate to be elitist about this, but you know, Uli remembers his destination set point. La 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 la. That's fine, Bifford. Go play. You don't have to watch my stream. I appreciate the fact that you do, but game. I play my stream so that people who can't game can watch it, and people who want to buy the game can see what it's like, and just, you know, people who know me can watch me play games and make an arse of myself. If you have the game and you want to play, then you play. Plays good. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Appreciate your loyalty. Being a voice pack user, Bifford, that message is sent, right, I want to go play, see how much tinkering I need to do to voice attack to sync these new commands to my key bindings. That's 7 in the middle of these. I get a feeling that was something that HCS did, or voice attack did. No, you probably wouldn't be able to because I'm not a partner. Well, that's nice. The last planet in this little cluster lines me up for going on to the next little cluster. Yeah, it took me a while as well. I keep getting X's, and I get the occasional 2. Cool. Alright, so it depends on how many viewers you've got. It's not a partnership thing. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I thought it was. That is clever. That's how versatile HCS are. Or how versatile voice attack is as well. I've not done anything like that, I just set it up for the game. Although it might be quite interesting to actually have it control the entire computer. Damn, that jumped up quick. last one, I think. This is where I'm going to land on for the evening. So I'll take it a bit slow.
Orbital flight engaged.
Deploy landing gear.
Lowering gear.
Indeed, cheese world. Perhaps too cheesy to land on, but let's see. Deploy landing gear. Deploy landing gear.
The landing gear is down and locked.
Deploy landing gear.
Deploying landing gear.
Welcome to Cheese World, everybody. I'm now landed in a huge impact crater with a huge fuck off sun above my head. Right, well that's me for tonight. I'm going to power the ship down and then, well I've powered the ship down already. And I'm going to give her a wash, so she's nice and clean for taking off again next time. So yeah. Hope you've enjoyed tonight's stream. Apologies for the lack of talkativeness through some of it. As I say, I'm a bit tired, so it's difficult to think of all these different things to talk about when one is tired. So yeah, I've got 5 minutes until the conversation with Colin as well, so I better stop there, give it a rest, and I shall speak to you guys later. Thanks again for being with me. I'll be on next Monday again at 8:15 after the Elite Encounters stream, first one of 2016. And then I'll be on with that. If you're following me, then obviously you'll get a notification if I go online at any other time, which I may just do. I have that option. It's a free country, so I may just do that. But anyway, I shall see you next time, guys. Take care and thank you.